guys, what's going on, dudes? It is David here. We are back from another video. Now, in this video, guys, we'll be doing a buy/keep/sell for my favorite team. Basically, going through the whole Inter Milan squad, looking at players I would sell, and then some players I would possibly buy for Inter Milan that I think would be very good signings for Inter Milan and Antonio Conte's system. So, I want to know, before we get into this video, I want to know your guys' opinions down in the comments down below. Who do you think Inter Milan should sign? Because the players I'm going to sell are going to be quite expensive. And of course, I'm going to talk about some players that are on loan that Inter Milan will probably be selling. And then we'll see how much Inter Milan really has to spend on transfers and the total transfers I probably buy with the 5 players. But anyway, guys, let's get into this video and let's start with Inter Milan sell/keep of the Inter Milan squad. So, when it comes to Inter Milan squad, let's start off with the goalkeepers. The goalkeepers are Handanovic, Padelli, Radu, and Stankovic. Handanovic is our number 1 goalkeeper, so Handanovic is probably not going to be going anywhere. Padelli could probably be sold. I think we could get at least $330,000 for him. He's like 34 years old, so we're not going to get $1 million for him. Radu can be a good backup, so I think we're going to keep him. And then Stankovic is a young player. I think he can go on loan and gain some Serie A experience. Of course, we have another goalkeeper that's on loan. We have Brazil, who is on loan right now, and I think he's going to go back on loan next season. Then we have the defense. We have De Vrij, Kolarov, Ranocchia, D'Ambrosio, Darmian, Skriniar, and Bastioni. Immediately, De Vrij, Skriniar, Bastioni, not going anywhere. Kolarov, We've had a year to gain the experience and to help these young players grow, which is a very good thing. Kolarov is time to go. Ranocchia is time to go. I think those 2 players, you could get a total of $3 million for him. Kolarov, $2 million. Ranocchia, $1 million. D'Ambrosio is definitely going to be staying because he has experience, and I really like him as a player, so I don't think he's going to be going anywhere. Darmian is on loan, and I don't really think Inter Milan are going to be buying him, but if they do, then we'll see how that goes. But that's the defense. Midfield is Hakimi, Gagliardini, Vecino, Perisic, Ashley Young, Arturo Vidal, Nicola Barella, Eriksson, and Brozovic. Those last 3 names are definitely not going anywhere because those 3 are definitely important in Antonio Conte's midfield. Hakimi is another one that's not going to be going anywhere. I've seen reports that Arsenal are wanting to buy him, but then I see a report that Inter Milan are not going to take any offers for Hakimi, which I very much love because I love Hakimi. He's such a good player for Inter Milan. And I'm so glad we got him for $45 million from Real Madrid. Woo. And Real Madrid don't even have a buyback clause, so that's a very good thing I'm happy for when it comes to this team. Gagliardini, I think he's a very decent player for Inter Milan. I think he can play well in the defensive midfield spot, so I think Gagliardini is going to be staying. Vecino, it's time to go. Vecino is going to be gone for $12 million. Perisic, gone. Even though Antonio Conte loves him now as his left wing back / left mid, it's time for Perisic to go. $12 million for Perisic is what we could get. And then Ashley Young, he came here to give us experience and help the young players again. But I think Ashley Young is time to go, and I think we could get $1.5 million for him. So that's in terms of midfield. So 3 players in the midfield I would sell, 2 players in the defense I would sell, and 1 goalkeeper I would sell so far. In the attack right now, we have a short attack. We have Sanchez, Lukaku, Martinez, and Pinamonti. The only one I would probably sell when it comes to Inter Milan players currently right now is probably Alexis Sanchez, because I feel like we could get a better option as a backup striker, and we could get a young striker. There's a specific striker I think we could get that has past experience for Inter Milan, and I think he'd be a very good option. Plus, he'd be a very good option off the bench because he's a pacey striker. So Sanchez, we could probably get at least $9 million for him. So yeah, that's why I really think when it comes to Inter Milan. But the 5 players I would buy. So wait, hold on. Let's do the math real quick of the players that I'd probably sell for Inter Milan. In total, that the players I would sell for Inter Milan would gain Inter Milan $37.8 million to spend. But then, we also do this. We have Lazaro, who's on loan, who I think Inter Milan could sell. We could probably get him for $18 million. John Mario, who's definitely going to be gone for Inter. I don't really think he's going to be an Inter Milan player next season. He's going to be gone for $11 million. DeMarco I've already heard discussions that Hellas Verona want to buy him permanently, so he would probably cost at least $7 million. Dalbert is another player on loan right now. We could probably get at least $4 million for him. Nainggolan, who's currently on loan at Cagliari. Cagliari has already talked about wanting to purchase Nainggolan outright permanently, so we could probably get at least 5 million for Nainggolan. Revillion is a young defender that Inter Milan have signed on loan for the past couple seasons. I don't really see him being a plan for Inter Milan in the future, so we could probably get at least 3 million for him. And then we have De Grigio. I don't even know how to pronounce his goalkeeper's name, but we could probably get at least 2 million for him. So in total, for the players on loan that we could possibly sell, that would equal 50 million. 50 plus 37.8, we would have at least 87.8 million to spend. Now we get into the players that would probably buy for Inter Milan. The first one is a guy that's experienced in a 3 at the back system. He knows how to play wing back, and he's pretty decent. He's Argentinian. He currently plays in MLS. His name is Ezekiel Barco. This guy would be a definitely decent signing because not only would he be able to gain experience in Tony Conte's system and the Serie A, I mean, to be honest, if Joseph Martinez were to ever leave, I think he would probably go to Serie A because Serie A is probably the system that's closest to the MLS. So Ezekiel Barco, the fact that he already has experience playing the 3 at the back from last season, and he's a very young Argentinian player. I think he's 22. I think Ezekiel Barco would be definitely a very good signing. We could pick him up for very cheap. He'd probably cost at least 11 million, so that'd be a very good thing for Inter Milan. Now, we go on to the defense. We have a guy that used to play for Inter Milan again. Well, before we get into the striker that I'm talking about, we have Van Houston, a center back that plays for Standard Liège right now. He used to be an Inter Milan Academy product. He's a Belgian youth academy product from Inter Milan. We would be able to buy him back probably. I think his value on transfermarket.com is probably about 12 million, so I think we'd probably pay at least 15, 16 million. But I think he'd be a very good center backup considering we're selling Colorado and Vernacchia. So I think he'd be a very good thing. Kouame. Not many of you guys probably heard that name before, but Kouame is a striker that used to play for Inter Milan that's currently playing for Fiorentina right now. And I think he'd be a very good backup striker. He would probably cost a decent amount of money, but I think he'd be a very good backup striker for Inter Milan, and that's the reason why I think Inter Milan should sign him. He would probably cost at least 17 million, but man, he would be a very good signing for Inter Milan. Rob Holding, Arsenal center back, experience, English. I think Antonio Conte when he was coaching Chelsea, he's played against Rob Holding, and he knows probably how decent Rob Holding is. And Rob Holding is still, 24, 25, so he does have a good amount of experience in the Premier League. And instead of being a Manchester United player coming to Inter Milan, it'd be an Arsenal player coming to Inter Milan. And I think Inter Milan should sign Rob Holding for at least 14 million. And the final player I think Inter Milan should sign is Campuzano. Campuzano is a center defensive midfielder, a very good center defensive midfielder for Boca Juniors. He's Colombian, so not bad. I mean, in Serie A, I've had a very good history of having Colombian players in there, so Campuzano, is that how you pronounce it? Yeah, Campuzano. He'd be a very decent sign. I think he'd be very cheap for Inter Milan, so he'd probably cost at least 5 million. So in total of Inter Milan having the 87.8 million to spend, they would spend at least 62 million in total on those 5 players I just saw. I've heard also that they're interested in the AZ captain Kupianos, who would cost at least 22 million, but I don't have him on here. So in total, Inter Milan would spend again 62 million, and they would have a profit in there at the end of the transfer window of 25.8 million. Would be a very good thing considering they need to balance the books right now, from what I've heard. But that's what I think Inter Milan should sign, and those are the players I think Inter Milan should really sign for this upcoming transfer window. But anyway, guys, I want to thank you guys for watching this video. Please do smash the like button. I'll be posting more sports content for you guys to see in the coming days. So make sure you subscribe to the channel, turn on the bell notifications so you know my videos go live. But anyway, guys, I will see you guys all later. Peace.